上等学書大涅槃、一心面倒感情中、如来所以公修世、唯世にだ本願会、公直悪事分上会、往生如来如実言、無法一年喜愛心、無断煩悩特涅槃、本性逆法さえ入、領収支入会一味、摂取信仰上昇後、非の水波無明暗、本来心造し運無、上部心事心人天、非尿日光不運無、運無資源妙無安、逆心元兄弟狂気、即応徴税合悪臭、一切全幕本文に、問心如来無税願、仏言古代小下者、善人よ下り家、利他部本願念部、邪見教満悪修女、信行十字人人難、南中至南昔、インド祭典四論下、中華自治域史こそ、現代諸国聖書意、妙如来法世をき、釈迦如来両合戦、一種五行、南天竺流十大寺出土世、真の財魔無無限、先世大乗無情法、召喚義事小安楽、賢治難行六六、心経異行四道楽、億年未打無本願、自念即時入律上、唯如上昇如来法、大大悲無税四、天神菩薩増論世、奇妙無下光如来、永修たら見心事、公正老長大聖願、こういう本願力栄光、異道群上昇一心、非入空徳大崩壊、律逆入大永修修、特殊連下創世界、即昇進用法昇進、入本能人間人図、入生寺音地用下、本人道南両天使、上五乱小菩薩来、三蔵如是十上教、本性宣教気楽門、天神菩薩論中下、報道因果見世願、方言栄光ゆたりき少女心類心人、漠然本部新人法、生死生死即涅槃、一心無量光明道、小宇宙海風景、同社結晶道南省、唯妙浄土活入、 망생지리기 행권슈 백만 독국어 간생쇼 삼풍상신 개영권 로마홈의 도미 이쇼서 아쿠지구세 시안요 가이쇼묘화 왼도 덕구며 부쇼이 고아이조산 여逆悪고묘묘고개인낸 가이유홍근들지가 여자쇼주 공거신 여기 이치는 소고 요이다이토 격산니 소구쇼 호쇼시조라 갱신 공kai 이치다이교 랭기 안녕 강리사이 생소 주시 황생진 오케미도 쇼벤유 고쿠주 아쿠니 유이쇼부 가야쿠사이 이세슈주 번노 쇼겐 스이구겐 다이무겐 조쇼가 본지겐쿠 묘부교 랭민생마쿠본부니 신슈교쇼 고웨이슈 센자쿠 홍강구아쿠세 갱가이쇼지 인덴게 대치기조이쇼시 소쿠뉴자쿠조무이라쿠 이치 신진이노뉴 무교다이지슈시토 조사이무행고쿠조쿠아쿠 도서쿠지슈구도신 유이카신시 나무아미다부 나무아미다 아부 나무아미다 아부 나무아미다 나무아미다 아부 나무아미다 나무아미 집보미진 세카이노 겐구노 슈조 미소나와시 세슈시테 스테사레바 아미다토 나즈케 다테마츠루 고자 진주노 뇨라이와 만교노 쇼생 이라이츠츠루 묘고 부시기노 신진노 히토시고 히토일 스스메시무 実行語者の諸ブッダ極難真の乗りを解き五濁悪世のためにとて少女5年せしめたり処分の5年少女は悲願成就のゆえなれば今後真の縁人は利他の第四大ずべし五濁悪自覚世界俗悪邪見の主情には利他の名を与えてぞ亡者の処分進めたる利他の名を唱えつつ信心誠に売る人は億年の心常にしてぶっとんをする思いあり願にし功徳平等聖祭東方大神往生楽I take refuge in Amida Buddha, your hands together in Gasho. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida. We vow to give equally to all this merit of truth, together to raise the mind of body and awakening to the realm of serenity and joy. Namandabu, 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 Namandabu.
We will now have the reading of the three treasures on page 18 in our service book, followed by the Dharma or Dharma talk by Reverend Marco Silla.
Please join me. The three treasures, your hands together in Gasho. Difficult to receive life in human form, now you are living it. Difficult to hear the Buddha Dharma, now you hear it. If you do not receive awakening in this present life, then in what life can you hope to receive it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we together as one begin on the great path of enlightenment, holding our heart the supreme aspiration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we together as one enter the storehouse of the Dharma and attain the true wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we together as one, unite in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings. The incomparable, deep, and profound Dharma is difficult to encounter, even through countless age of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and to receive it. Let us endeavor to truly understand the true meanings of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Before I start my Dharma talk, I'd like to remind you how to listen with the heart, written by Master Renyo 500 years ago. One, you should listen as if this is the first time you are listening. You should listen as the message is for you alone. And the three, you should listen as this is the last time you will ever do so in your life. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning. Thank you. This is our first live stream since I came here. I think you have some problems to fix our computer to adjust, but this is the first experience that we are not perfect, but we are trying to do the best to get you in the best way. Thank you for following. Thank to people, to our members came here today, and thank you. You are following our live stream today. We are really happy on doing this service right now. Today, Ohigan. What does mean Ohigan? Higan in Japanese is equinox. Equinox Ohigan happens twice a year, in the spring and the fall. The day of equinox means that the light day, the daylight, and the night dark time has the same duration, 12 hours. That 12 hours light, 12 hours dark. For Buddhism, there is a meaning or equal division that symbolizes that the Buddhist middle path that which instructs us to see the things in balance between two extremes. No go to our extreme hedonism, nor in the asceticism, but in moderation. Middle path means moderation, not there. Buddhism teaches us about moderation. This is Bloom Sensei, Alfred Bloom Sensei wrote in his work, in his essays. Higan in Japanese means get other shore. What does mean other shore? Another word after death is get the pure land, but in this world we live is called the Shigan. When you die, you don't have more passions, and you go to the pure land. Is what this become Hotoke-san, Ojodo. Ojodo means pure land. Ojodo Iku. You go to the pure land. But actually, pure land is a simple way. We can be described as the place without word of passions. It's like a nirvana word, attain the enlightenment. We humans think we are able to control a lot of things, but our lives in accordance of our willingness, our wishes, but live in this world of passions is uncontrollable. Actually, we cannot control. In Sanskrit, Higan means paramita. Paramita means param, is other place. Ita is go. Go to the other place. Going to other side, other shore. Going to enlightenment. But paramita, the sixth paramita in Buddhism say is the what kind of the bodhisattvas do the people, the Buddhists around the world follow to get this perfection path of enlightenment. Yeah, this is remind us the sixth paramita is the 6 steps you do usually. The first paramita is called the dana. You is selfless giving, is donation for your heart, not you expect something to receive again. And the second is discipline. It's called the sila. You have to be disciplined. And the 3 is called the kisanti or patience, endurance. The 4th parameter is to get this is virya. Virya or energy, effort. You have to do put energy to do something like that. The 6th is you be present there, dhyana or meditation. Meditation means be present. Your mind is present. Your body, all whole body is present there. And 6 is we need wisdom. We need wisdom guide us to follow these parameters. This is the 6 steps that the bodhisattvas, the Buddhists believe, or not believe, but this is a step you have to follow to get this Pure Land of enlightenment or Satori. In the Pure Land tradition, the Bodhisattva Dharmakara fulfilled this virtues perfectly, and he became Amida Buddha. Through his virtues, he attained the Buddhahood and established the Pure Land. The process is the same for all Bodhisattva people are candidate to become a perfect Buddha. But we belongs to the Mahayana tradition. In Mahayana tradition, we have four virtues. You have more 4 paramita to become Buddha. This is something we have to increase in ourselves, but not in ourselves, but it is this makes us to spread the Buddha's teachings in the world. This is called more 4. The 4, we have 6, then the 7 could be, is adaptability, adjustment. You have to adjust, we call it the upaya. Adjust for example, you cannot tell about Buddhism teachings in the same way you tell to children or for adults or for people have different backgrounds. Then you have to adjust to speak about Buddhism. And the 6th, the 8th, the vow, aspiration is pranidhana. The 8th, number 8. Number 8, pranidhana means vows. Vow, you have to move for this aspiration, for this truth to make this Buddha's teaching work. And the 9 is purpose. You have to strength of purpose, like is bala. You have to be focused in what doing about that. Yeah. And the 10th is knowledge or jnana. Without knowledge, then these 10 parameters is the step to get the Pure Land. The Pure Land is in the West. Why in the West? It's not right because we are East. The secular world is the West, and the West is the Pure Land. It's a place to get enlightenment. But actually, this is doesn't mean like Honpa is called Nishi, West, or Higashi, East is secular world. It's don't. West remind us about when the sun set. Yeah, the sunset is dark, is night. Why? Dark and Pure Land and enlightenment. There is a relation. And the ending of Siswasan, Master Shinran remind us. He said, more water, more ice. More ice, more water, more defilement, more virtues. What does mean this? Today, I can see people coming here to the temple, and you have some people at home or other people. What is different? We human, we are moved by our own beliefs. This belief, for example, people come here, they believe they are safe here. They not risk. But people don't come here, they believe they stay at the home is safe. Yeah. But these same people are at home, they go to the groceries, they go to the hospital, they go to sometimes to a post office, and there is more people there. Here we have really few people. Then this kind of feelings moving us is every time the truth come here for the center. For myself, I decide. But in the same time I decide about that, I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, I'm correct or not correct. In the largest sutra is written, we born alone, we die alone, we come alone, we go alone. What does mean this? Since we came for this world, until the last day of your world, you never abandon your own world, your cocoon. But your cocoon is based in this, actually, we think this is the reality, your decision. Don't come, good, bad, this dualism. But actually, we are not sure about that. When we are not sure about that, that means I make one small word called comfort zone, believing this is the reality. But you forget Shakyamuni, Buddha, Shiran, they try to stay in this world with their present. They go to deep of the reality. They realize it. They were disappearing. The self was disappearing. They realized that the reality actually isn't because I decide, I don't decide, I believe, I don't believe. Yeah? The reality is something uniform for all things together. Is no dualism, no discrimination. It's more you go to the reality, you realize you are disappearing. This is what was the enlightenment of Shakyamuni Buddha. He realized he was living in his small world. And this small world doesn't represent the reality, the ultimate reality. This is when you say Pure Land is in the West, is a dark. Why darkness related with enlightenment, with Pure Land? This Pure Land is not a place to you go. Actually, it's not this direction west. Pure Land is to realize about this wisdom of Buddha, this true reality, work to realize how incongruent, how contradictory, how we human live without know nothing. We don't know nothing. Yeah, we think this world is the reality. This thing is, but actually, yes. Then, this is the reason we have this paramita. Is a kind of discipline for Buddhists or not Buddhists, for everyone, to understand how this wisdom works to us. And the wisdom work, and the more work, you realize you are not there. It's not your decision. It's not because you believe stay home is safe or come here is unsafe. Yeah, is insecure. This is all creation of a fantasy. Actually, we live only meanings. You put meanings in your past, you put meanings, projections in the future, but you forget, we have only the place never we left, we live, is the reality, is right now. This projection of the past, you put the meanings, safe, unsafe, or the vaccine can help us to be the. This is all that we don't know. That we don't know means your belief is not something to decide about your salvation, you'll be saved. Is the wisdom of Buddha. And the Master Renyo reminded the same, what is inherent of life. What is inherent of life? Is death. Yeah? If one day you are born, you will die. And the same countless situation we can die. We can die by COVID. We can die by only hit by, or you can die by natural things. Yeah, we don't know. You can be older than me, but I'm not sure if you live. I'm going to live more long years more than you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Only what Buddhism teaches is the Pure Land is not place to go. Pure Land is to realize about the truth working in your condition here as a human. You beg for your conditions as a human. Yeah? You cannot change this. You cannot change your beliefs. You cannot, but when you listen to the something not decided by yourself, listen means suddenly you encounter the truth working till you come back for the true reality. This is Pure Land. This is what we can feel right now. Not place to go, is to realize the Hongan Riki. Hongan is the aspiration of Buddha working to realize about yourself. What this means, what is the aspiration of Buddha? Your suffering is my suffering. Your happiness is my happiness. I cannot become Buddha if you don't become Buddha first. I'll help you to become Buddha. Everyone has to become Buddha. And there's the reason this energy, Buddha, came back for this world in shape of Shakyamuni Buddha to make us to realize about our conditions as human. Don't worry if your karma is heavy. Don't worry if you lie. Don't worry if you do some things you cannot control. It's a karma. But salvation, yeah, is when you really settle your mind and you delegate for the wisdom. Yeah, the wisdom right now. Right now, I cannot grab. Right now is the true reality of this. And it is Pure Land means you realize about the Buddha's wisdom work in your life. To realize how ignorant, how greed, and how many hatred you have. And from this darkness, we need the light. And this light comes to enlighten, to awaken us to the true reality. Not good or bad, not because I believe or don't believe. The reality is absent of this self. Yeah, this is what Shakyamuni Buddha Master Sri realized. And I want to finalize one small thing that one situation happened in Japan. My mom told me a few years ago. There was a typical family in Japan who they were very devoted to the Buddhist teachings. One day after dinner, the wife, the woman living there, was cleaning up the dishes on the table, was cleaning. And there was one important ceramic cup there for the family traditions there, very valuable stuff there. And she was cleaning and suddenly she touched and this ceramic fell down and broken. The wife, she became very scary because she broke one important object, one important inheritance for the family. Oh, grandma, mother-in-law will be very angry with me. I did something wrong here. But when the grandma, she met the grandma was passing there, she started to explain what happened and apologized to her about this situation. But the grandma replied, "Oh, you are not wrong. I saw that cup and I knew it could fall. But at the time I want to take my shower and I thought, oh, I can move after my shower. But I was wrong. And the cup on the table fell down and broke because I didn't move before. It was my fail. But at the same time, the sun was passing, and the sun, the wife, husband, was passing there and say, oh, I was wrong. I'm really sorry. I have to apologize to you. I was really thirsty. I didn't have I put any cup there, and I drink water. I drink water, and for my convenience, I pick it on the table there. And unfortunately, my action, my bad action, happened, and this kind of thing happened. Oh, I'm really sorry. It was my fail. I'm really sorry about that. I apologize to you. In this history, show us how we done. They can be honest with each one, and that we didn't have any problem and trouble. When you be really, this is the wisdom working for everyone. That this wisdom working, that means it's not because I did something wrong. I did that. There is a word more bigger. It's truth working to understand each other, to make this world better. This is what teaches us how this Hongan working to us in our daily life. This is what this means. Higan is to realize this Buddha's wisdom working in our daily life. This is the reason for this is important. Listen, and listen from the heart. Listen, not what you want to listen, but to listen as necessary. Buddhism don't solve your problem, your individual problem. Buddhism only show you as you are. As a human, ignorant, a lot of hatred, and we greed. Yeah. This is what we learn from Ohigan. Thank your hands together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida.
Thank you, Sensei. Do we have anyone that'd like to share Kamwat this morning? Okay. Well, I know I've shared a lot in the past about my ordeal with the coronavirus. this past March 3rd made 1 year that I got to come home from being quarantined for a while. I know I share with our members that I was on that Diamond Princess cruise in January, and we were the first cruise that had the coronavirus that had the outbreak. And some of you may not know, but I was tested on the ship, and I did have a positive test result, and I had an asymptomatic condition through this cruise and ordeal that I was on with my husband. And speaking today about when you come into this world alone and you leave alone was very much a reality check for me through the coronavirus. So I'm thinking, if you speak to people who were tested and went through a coronavirus positive, I'm sure all of them had some thinking, deep thinking and appreciation of surviving and being here and all of the things that we take for granted, our family, our friends, just being able to get in your car and drive wherever you want to go, I think is something that has a renewed value to all of those. It was for me because when I was asymptomatic person there that was quarantined, of course my first thought was, why me? How come? Are you sure? I have no fever, never had a fever. I had no coughing, none of that, no sore throat, but yet I tested that. And now when I look back, I appreciate what I went through because it brought me closer to our teaching of Shin Buddhism. So that's my appreciation and learning from that. So anyway, I have many stories. If anybody wants to ask me, I'm open to sharing any of that. If we can all rise, we'd like to sing the Ondok Song 2 on page 54 in our grade book. If you can remain standing, we'd like to sing Nembutsu on page 127.
Capella. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu.
You may be seated. Thank you everyone for attending this morning's Ohigan service. Are there any announcements?
Yes, we have our every Wednesday and Friday, 7:30 morning. We start our Dharma health tips morning service. We do our 7:30 morning on Wednesday and Friday morning. We do the service here, morning service, and every time we teach something, tips like a foot massage, like a massage, some breathing exercise, very light things, and all people can come. It's not like something could happen. If you want to join to listen to the Dharma, 7:30 morning, Wednesday and Friday morning service. And we have, could you tell about the Dr. Takami Inoue?
Yes, on Saturday, March 13th, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we have the Higashi Hongwanji Hawaii District 2021 Dobo Retreat Program, our district Dharma gathering. Our guest speaker is Reverend Dr. Takami Inoue. The theme this year is Let Us Discover the Joy of Living, Living in Uncertainty. It's going to be a Zoom session, so please call us if you would like to get the Zoom information, or you may also call 531-1231. There is a $10 donation that we're asking for at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. And about our Sunday service, every Sunday we have from 9 a.m. Sunday service here. If you want to join us, please come. I'm not sure if you can die about coming here, but I think we are still alive right now. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you. This concludes our Sunday service this morning. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Thank you.
Namo Amida Butsu.